We live in a world covered by sky, obscured by the earth, closed by horizon, where we create our own stories, and we are the main characters. But who are we anyway? Where we came from? What we can do? What is beyond our sky? For a long time we developed our way of being in society. Intellectually prevailed over the other animals. We learned to build civilizations, develop technology, and to rule the world. Our mind is designed to have our own thoughts, our own decisions, our own choices, being totally independent. But is it really? In this world we know today, there is nobody like us.
We are different because of the memories we have. Our conscience acts by memories. We are aware that, when we are born, aware of our name, our body, who we like, who we are. If we had the memories of Benedict XVI, we're the Pope. If we had the memories of an apple, we're an apple. We are we, because we always remember that. Through the past, we live in the present to reach the future. And what gives us these memories? Our senses. We look to the sky, the mountains, smell flowers, hear birds. All of them capture information that allows us to think, to act in the future. Examples of simple memories are, I know that ball is yellow because I remember the color. I have the memory of yellow color. I know I am a man because I always remembered that I was. I have the memory of being a man. Then there are memories that help us with others, we call reason. I know that ball is yellow because the other balls are not. I know I am a man because I am not a woman. I know 600 to 873, 34.5 equals 20,799,118.5 because 1 plus 1 equals 2. We think and think, sometimes wanted to keep that from happening. Physically, the thoughts are electrical impulses that propagate differently. As electronic programming of a machine, we use similar processes, which always involve conductivity of electricity. The thought is like an act of self-programming themselves. We think, using the memories with fetching other, always using the electric pulses with size and Massachusetts. As we think, we change the space and add weight to our body. Physically, anything that has mass has energy. As we think, we create electric impulses, modify the space and the energy around us, modify the universe.
Forces within me makes reason we're lost, but I'll try to accept it and not make it worse,
but never modified equally. Depends on what we thought. Imagine that you are very happy life, with maximum physical and mental health. Suddenly, dies you the person you liked most. Your instinct desires you down completely. Cover all your energies. There's no physical strength or desire for anything. And you did some physical effort to be exhausted. No. You wore yourself down, just because you thought. Did you think negatively? You thought, for example, she died, I died. By thinking negatively, comes way impulses, yes. That create energy. But the energy created now, it's negative energy. Now imagine that lead you to think positively. What do you make sure she did not die and not love you more than now? What happens to your will, into your physical strength? Recover, and even, as part of not love you more than now, to recover more. And since I spoke in love, love is not nothing less than a very great energy.
In this world you try
An example, the likes when Romeo Juliet takes energy to yourself to give to Juliet. If the flow of electromagnetic Juliet energy is directed to the Romeo, automatically gives its energy to Romeo in return. There is an energy transfer that track two people. Will the two need each other, as if they were one? As the spirit, intelligence in the form of energy, of only two functioned as one. And it works, because the energy that is in it, it's from her and vice versa. If one of the two suddenly disappear, bye-bye. One of them is soulless, as they say is true, or without power. Whereas Romeo is still delivering energy, but Juliet's not directed at him. Romeo will only give their energy to Juliet. Juliet continues to receive from Romeo, but gives nothing in return. Only Romeo is that it is soulless. After finding another Juliet, is it complete or only go there with thoughts? The field of something or someone. From someone implies you do think differently. To use memory to recall differently. First, you have to establish an energetic connection. Whatever be physically and mentally independent one another, a person satisfies the 5 physical senses. The mental needs at least 7. To establish an energy link through the mind. Basically think of a link. The easiest is to visualize a vortex through which the energy of your target, before you, and where is your up to your target. For the energy flow has more impact, you must be within the physical standby, to maintain energy. Hence, in the meditation as in hypnotizing is a try to relax the muscles as much as possible. For the spiritual side becomes more active, while the physical becomes less. The 5 physical senses we have are touch, vision, hearing, smell and taste. That captures images, sounds, smells, sensations and flavors. And we can compare it to PC input devices. A camcorder input device may resemble our eyes and ears. As a PC that gets through these memory devices, we got physical memories through 5 senses. Reasoning, we have hints of the future just like a PC. Interact with one another, making known to us, authoring memories, information through our senses. It's like we are in an era when human beings do not work with PCs, but communicate with them. We give it information through our output to its input devices. And it gives to us through his output for our input. We could say that a PC is the most advanced technology, or who has more secrets to the development of artificial intelligent beings. The brain of a robot is built based on PCs. But a robot can only be compared to a human being at the stage where we are now, when each microscopic part from it will be equivalent of an hour cell. Each cell in the human body also has memory. And think too? Yes, we see for example our blood with red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and so forth. Each cell in our body have acts through his memory, like us. We hurts and after a while there is no longer wonder. But in relation to artificial sense that we can build in a robot, nowadays are certainly things much more accurate than our senses. For example, human vision, in general, only captures light. If it goes out the bedroom light, oh better get me a flashlight, because I can see nothing. We only see light, nothing more. Certain frequencies of light that is absorbed and reflected on. Objects that do not absorb or reflect light are invisible to our eyes. Light that does not comply with these certain frequencies, we do not see them.